and welcome to my channel called Willa Candy's channel. If you're new here, welcome. It's a pleasure to meet you. My name is Patricia, but this channel's name is Willa Candy, and on this channel I eat food. I share stories of my own, but the main thing, I also read the Holy Scripture. We'll also be sharing episode 17 of Tara Mama. I came forward, Tara Mama. I'll be sharing episode 17 of Tara Mama, and this episode is called Her Secret. And it will be about Ricochet's date and the secret that the date is holding back the secret that the date is trying to keep Ricochet from knowing about. How's everyone doing today? I hope everyone is doing, great on this Sunday. Happy Father's Day to all the fathers out there, whoever is a father. Hard working fathers out there. God bless them all. Thank God, for my own and plenty of others out there who have, fathers. And God bless the ones who don't have a father. God bless the fatherless out there, because the Bible talks a lot about the fatherless. Getting into the word, be just reading in Proverbs chapter 3. My son, forget not my law, but let thine heart keep my commandments. For length of days and long life and peace shall they add to thee. Let not mercy and truth forsake thee. Bind them about thy neck, write them upon the table of thine heart. So shalt they find favor and good understanding in the sight of God and man. Trust in the Lord with all thine heart, and lean not unto thy own understanding. In all thy ways acknowledge him, and he shall direct thy paths. Be not wise in thine own eyes. Fear the Lord, and depart from evil. It shall be health to thy navel, and marrow to thy bones. Honor the Lord with thy substance, and with the first fruits of all thy increase. So shall thy barns be filled with plenty, and thy presses shall burst out with new wine. My son, despise not the chastening of the Lord, neither be weary of his correction. For whom the Lord loveth, he correcteth, even as a father the son in whom he delighteth. Happy is the man that findeth wisdom, and the man that getteth understanding, for the merchandise of it is better than the merchandise of silver, and the gain thereof than fine gold. She is more precious than rubies, and all the things that you canst desire are not to be compared unto her. Length of days is in her right hand, and in her left hand riches and honor. Her ways are ways of pleasantness, and all her paths are peace. She is a tree of life to them that lay hold upon her, and happy is everyone that retaineth her. The Lord by wisdom hath founded the earth, by understanding hath he established the heavens. By his knowledge the depths are broken up, and the clouds drop down to dew. My son, let not them depart from thine eyes. Keep sound wisdom and discretion. Lord, forgive me. So shall they be life unto thy soul, and grace to thy neck. Then shalt they you walk in thy way safely, and thy foot shall not stumble. When they you liest down, they you shall not be afraid. Yea, they you shall lie down, and thy sleep shall be sweet. Be not afraid of sudden fear, neither of the desolation of the wicked when it cometh. For the Lord shall be thy confidence, and shall keep thy foot from being taken. Withhold not good from them that whom it is due, when it is in the power of thine hand to do it. Say not unto thy neighbor, go and come again. Tomorrow I will give, when they you haste it by thee. Devise not evil against thy neighbor, seeing he dwelleth securely by thee. Strive not with a man without cause, if he have done thee no harm. Envy you not the oppressor, and choose none of his ways. For the froward is abomination to the Lord, but his secret is with the righteous. The curse of the Lord is in the house of the wicked, but he blesseth the habitation of the just. Surely he scorneth the scorners, but he giveth grace unto the lowly. The wise shall inherit glory, but shame shall be the promotion of fools. In chapter 4, we are also reading in chapter 4 before I get into the 17th episode. Hear ye children the instruction of a father, and attend to know understanding. For I give you good doctrine, forsake ye not my law. For I was my father's son, tender and only beloved in the sight of my mother. He taught me also and said unto me, let thine heart retain my words, keep my commandments and live. Get wisdom, get understanding. Forget it not, neither decline from the words of my mouth. Forsake her not, and she shall preserve thee. Love her, and she shall keep thee. Wisdom is the principal thing. Therefore get wisdom, and with all thy getting get understanding. Exalt her, and she shall promote thee. She shall bring thee to honor when they dost embrace her. Get wisdom, get understanding, forget it not, neither decline from the words of my mouth. Forsake her not, and she shall preserve thee. Love her, and she shall keep thee. Wisdom is the principal thing. Therefore get wisdom, and with all thy getting get understanding. Exalt her, and she shall promote thee. She shall bring thee to honor when they dost embrace her. She shall give to thine head an ornament of grace, a crown of glory shall she deliver to thee. Hear, O my son, and receive my sayings, and the years of thy life shall be many. I have taught thee in the way of wisdom. I have led thee in right paths. When they goest, thy steps shall not be straitened, and when they runnest, they shall not stumble. Take fast hold of instruction, let her not go. Keep her, for she is thy life. Enter not into the path of the wicked, and go not in the way of evil men. Avoid it, pass not by it, turn from it, and pass away. For they sleep not, except they have done mischief, and their sleep is taken away, unless they cause some to fall. For they eat the bread of wickedness, and drink the wine of violence. But the path of the just is as the shining light that shineth more and more unto the day. The way of the wicked is as darkness. They know not at what they stumble. My son, attend to my words, incline thine ear unto my sayings. Let them not depart from thy eyes. Keep them in the midst of thine heart, for they are life unto those that find them, and health to all their flesh. Keep thy heart with all diligence, for out of it are the issues of life. Away from the froward mouth, and perverse lips put far from thee. For thine eyes look right on, and let thine eyelids look straight before thee. Ponder the path of thy feet, and let all thy ways be established. Turn not to the right hand, nor to the left. Remove thy foot from evil. I just read a word. And I'll also be doing like a reenactment of like a movie, God's will, and I'll be getting into telling you about episode 17 of Tar Mama. And in this episode, Ricochet just getting all dressed up. He's spraying cologne all over himself. And he is, just looking GQ'd. And if you don't know what GQ'd means, just looking down to perfection, like dressed from his head to his toes, just right. And the rest of his friends had came over his place, Alexis and all of them, Memphis and all of them. They were like, man, who you getting all dressed up for? And Alexis was like, that she must be a special lady this time. And if you see me fanning because of flies and stuff. But and the gnats, I hate gnats. But I don't like gnats. But yeah, he'll like, this one must be really special for you to get all dressed up. And Ricochet would like slick his eyebrows up, like, yeah, she is. She is special this time, y'all. I think I found the one. I think I found the right one in my life. That's what Ricochet has said. Ricochet also been looking for the right woman. That's why he dates like different women to see which one that he runs across that will be the right one for him in his life. And it was this beautiful woman. She was tall, and had hourglass shaped body and everything. She was just looking downright beautiful, like a supermodel. They asked what her name was, and he said, well, her name is Lavivica Johnson. And he said she is just beautiful and gorgeous, and I'm gonna take her out on a date, and you guys is gonna see her. And she also has her own car, but I told her that we're gonna go on a date on my car. And then Memphis said, ooh, Lavivica sounds like she's beautiful. And then Ricochet said, man, she is drop dead gorgeous. Like, you guys will, once you see her, you guys are going to be shocked. And they was shocked when she had rode up on her car. She decided that she wanted to take her and her new man out on a date. She blew the horn like doo-doo, like beep beep, and she had on the shades and she lifted them up. And Lavivica, she had on this nice champagne colored dress that was real tight, like showing like the her body shape. And her hair was like wavy and light brown, kind of like strawberry blonde almost, and it was like wavy all the way down to here. And she like lifted up her shades and she was like, "Hi, fellas." And then Lex is all there like, "Hey," like they was in awe. They were like, "Wow, that's Ricochet's date. Dang, what the heck do she a Ricochet?" That's what Memphis and all of them were thinking. And Lex was like, "Wow, Ricochet done found him somebody this time." And they were like, "Wow, he really found somebody this time." But Lexus and them were thinking like, "Wow, man, he done found him somebody this time." And he thought he did. But him and LaVivica, they had a great time out. They danced it on a dance floor. They, ate some great food. LaVivica made sure that she made reservations. This woman likes to eat at, some high scale type of places, restaurants. Now I know places that look like Mickey D's or Taco Bell or anything like that. She took him to a very fine establishment that served that high quality pasta and steak dinners and stuff like that. And she made reservations for her and Ricochet. And Ricochet was just looking all over the place like, "Wow, this place is nice." She was like, "Come over here and have a seat, sweetie, right across from me." And they both had a nice talk. And then they had went to like this club area, to have a good time, to have fun and dance. Ricochet was like, "Now it's time for me to show you where we can have fun at." And he found like this club area where her and him, danced it. And then, after they had a good time, LaVivica had, drove Ricochet back home. And of course, before he got out the car, they smooched it, on the lips, And Ricochet enjoyed it. They were like, "Wow," he said, "when am I going to be able to take you out again sometime?" And LaVivica said, "Maybe, on another night we can, go out. When you're not busy." And Ricochet said, "Oh, I'm never busy for you, baby." Like he was happy that he went on a date, with this beautiful woman named LaVivica. He did not know that LaVivica was, had a deep secret about herself. And this secret was spilled out to Shelvania and her friends, because Shelvania and her friends had met LaVivica in this club that they go to. And LaVivica and all kinds of people go to this club. Also folks who is, G-A-Y, gay. LaVivica and her friends, Shelvania and her friends had met LaVivica in there. And because one of Shelvania's friends like, "Ooh, girl, I love your shoes. I love your heels. I was trying to get the same pair." And then LaVivica, "Oh, thank you, girl. These were specially made for me, because my feet was, a little bit, different from others." Like she said, she had to get it special made because LaVivica also kind of has like a big feet as well as. She got like a large height with her, and she also has, big feet. But Shelvania was like, "Oh yeah, girl, my feet is kind of big too in heels, so I can understand what you mean." And she sat with Shelvania and them, and they just, chit-chatted it and, drank it. And LaVivica started getting, the more LaVivica drank it, she started spilling more out stuff about herself. She had ended up pulling these pictures out of her purse and showing it to Shelvania and them, because she said she went to like pageants and stuff when she was a child. Her mother, worked it hard, to get her into pageants, and she said she almost got into modeling, but they turned her down because of, her secret. And Shelvania was like, "Well, your secret be kept with us. What your secret is, girl?" They were always asking her. And that's when LaVivica pulled out these pictures, and she showed these pictures to Shelvania and them. And the pictures was of an adorable looking little boy. A beautiful looking little boy. So they were thinking like, "Oh, they turned you down because you had a son, because you had a child. That's just discrimination. That is just wrong." And LaVivica said, "No, I don't have any kids." And she had said, "I can't have kids. And plus, this is not, like a son of mine. This picture is me." And once she said that, Shelvania and them like, "What? That little boy right there is you? So that means that you used to have her?" And LaVivica like, "Uh-huh." And they said, "And now you don't have her?" And then she said, "Uh-huh." And they all looked at each other and just sipped their drinks like, "Okay." All were shocked when LaVivica had dropped the bomb, letting them know that she, is, used to be a he, but, changed it sex, and I guess you could call it now like transsexual. That's what Lavivica is. Lavivica is dating Ricochet at the time. They both been, getting very close to one another. Ricochet has no idea about this, about his, date, Lavivica. He did not know that Lavivica is really a he. But he's going to soon find out because he's going to go over Lavivica's house for the first time. And Lavivica had this nice house, like this 2-story lighthouse, and she lives by herself. Well, he lives by himself. He lives by himself, Lavivica does, and Ricochet had came in and said, finally, we got some alone time. We ain't at no club. We ain't at no restaurant. I get to come over your place where we can have a real good time. And Lavivica said, I'm so happy to see you, baby. They gave each other a kiss. And she was like, oh, I got to go tinkle. I'm going to go to the bathroom. Tinkle, pee-pee, use the bathroom. And Ricochet, oh yeah, baby, go take your time. I'm going to just, kick back and relax in this living room area. Go ahead and take your time. I'll be waiting for you in here. But Lavivica was taking kind of too long, to leave out the bathroom. So Ricochet had ended up getting up from off of the couch and checking on her to make sure she all right. He didn't tap on the door or nothing. He kind of was about to, but he paused because the door was already cracked. So what am I tapping on the door for if it's about cracked? I'm able to peep in and see. He peeked it in. Tell me why that he saw Lavivica standing up while pissing. He caught Lavivica standing up with her dress lifted up while pissing. When he saw that, he was like, he grabbed his coat and got the heck up out of there. Yeah, he did not call Lavivica back. He made sure to change his number. He made sure to disconnect his telephone, and stuff like Ricochet ducked and dodged Lavivica once he saw that. He was shot and he left up out of there. He also had went home and puked in his toilet because he thought about the times when him and Lavivica kissed and got close with each other. 2 and 2 had came together up in Ricochet's mind, and he just realized that Lavivica did not tell him the truth about herself. She kept it hidden from him. To be honest, Lavivica was waiting on the right time to share, a secret about herself to Ricochet, but yeah, Ricochet ended up finding it out on his own, and it wasn't in a way where he didn't want to find out. And told his friends about it. Like, he called them after getting sick, in the toilet. He ended up calling them all at the same time and letting them know that, like, Lavivica's secret. And they all was shocked, like, wow, really? We couldn't tell. And Alexa was like, wow, man. So you really don't even know. Like, you just be thinking that you're looking at a horse and the whole time is a zebra. That's what Alexis has said. Like, wow, man, things is changing nowadays. And like, well, that the LGBTQ, movement, is really big, especially around the time where this whole story, Tar Mama is, taking place in, like the early 1980s. Have you heard like the Village People music and stuff like that? They would get them type of songs would get played in the club. And Alexis also shared that Shelvania was LGBTQ plus. Like she supported it, like the LGBTQ community. Like she'll talk to people, who is in a part of that movement and stuff, because she don't discriminate. She don't treat people bad. So Alexis, him being married to her, he didn't judge people like that. But Ricochet, he just felt disgusted. He was like, oh my God, man, I don't think I'm too traumatized to get on a date again with anybody. He's scared that his next date will be hiding some secrets from him, and that's basically the end of this episode called Her Secret. And I'll also be having a skit, a reenactment, a part of the video. It'll be a reenactment where I'll be reenactment a part of Pootie. Have you ever seen the movie Pootie Tate? If you haven't, you should check it out. It's a funny movie called I'll be doing the reenactment of Pootie Tate. If you haven't seen it, you ought to check it out. It's a funny movie, and it has Chris Rock in it. and other characters. I think JB Smooth, like, it's one of my favorite movies. It's funny, and I just thought about this particular scene in the movie, and I just found it funny.
You know, that is the longest damn movie clip I've ever seen. But then again, you're Pootie Tang. Exactly. Pootie Tang, it's been Betty having you by.
Oh, I dare even save you, my brother. I dare even save you. Call me on the patty style.
I'm sorry, what was that?
Call me on the patty style.
What the hell are you talking about?
Call me down on the patty style.
Oh, call me down on the patty style.
I hope you like, comment, share, subscribe, hit the notification bell if you haven't. If you're new here, welcome to my channel. It's nice to meet you all. Welcome to Willa Kenny's channel, and if God's will, more videos coming up. I hope you all be safe out there. Once again, happy Father's Day to all the fathers out there, and goodbye.